Greetings, y'all. Greetings, y'all. This is a brand new video. Geography now. As you can see, we are going to be reacting to the country of Kuwait, and it's spelled Ku and then wait. So I'm saying Kuwait. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sorry. This one literally was as random as possible. I'm not gonna lie to you. Um, I was on Geography now. I saw the flag. It looked cool. It reminded me of like Africa. So I'm just like, Kuwait, let me press it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. To be 100% honest, I don't know of the country. Um, I have heard of it, but I just don't know. I believe it's in like the Middle East somewhere. Um, but we about to dive into this together, y'all. It's only one way we do things. That's the cash way. So greetings to y'all watching this that are from Kuwait, and to all my daily subscribers. That just love to watch content and react to stuff with me. Without further ado, Kuwait, let's learn. I am a total sponge. I do not know not one thing. Let's do it.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a brand new episode of Geography Now. Thanks for your patience. I know you've been Kuwaiting.
How's it going? I like that.
It's time to learn geography now! Hey everyone, I'm your host Barbs. Yeah, we got a whole new set of intros, outros, and transition slides. Ken made them. Follow him on Instagram, give him a round of applause. Now, when we cover Arab countries, I try really hard to explain how each of them is unique and distinguishable from the others. I mean, clearly a Yemeni will be pretty different from a Lebanese person. So what makes Kuwait stick out? Well,
shout out to Yemen. Shout out to Yemen. I know some people from Yemen. I'm in I come from New York, so I know a few Yemen.
Let's find out by starting out with another cool transition slide. When was the last time we were in the Gulf? Was it Bahrain or no? It was Iran. No, it was Iraq. Yes, Iraq. Yeah. This place has a lot of interesting people surrounding it. First of all, Kuwait is located on the northeastern corner of the Arabian Peninsula, at the tip of the Persian Gulf, bordered by Saudi Arabia and Iraq. You call.
Oh wow! So Kuwait is like right by the water. That's cool.
It Persian. We've been over this like 4 times. I'm not doing it again. The country owns 9 main islands, the largest being Bubayan, right at the border.
Wow, speaking of water, y'all own 9 islands? That is pretty damn cool.
With Iraq on the Qasr Azubayr waterway. The capital is Kuwait City, located on the bay, whereas the country is divided into 6 governorates. The country is currently almost complete with finishing the
Shout out to Kuwait City.
Sheikh Jabr al-Ahmad al-Sabah Causeway, which is set to cross the bay connecting the main city, Kuwait City, to the northern part, effectively cutting traffic in half. The largest city is, of course, Kuwait City, which also holds the country's one and only international airport.
Wow, that city looks beautiful. It looks very futuristic for some reason. It looks cool. Something straight out of a TV show. Like, that looks nice.
Kuwait International, whereas the other airports are just for military use, like the U.S. military base Camp Buring. The largest cities outside of Kuwait City's metropolitan area would be Abdali in the north and Al Wafra in the south. However, the country is hoping that a ton of people will move into the Sabah Al Ahmad
Al Wafra. I like that name. I like that.
Sea City after completion, known for being the opposite and more eco-friendly version of Dubai's Palm City, because it's like...
Hey, Emirates, what are you doing?
Yeah, what's up? I'm just making artificial islands.
How does that work?
Well, see, I siphoned the land up from the bottom of the sea up, and then voila, a new island appears.
Well, wouldn't that, actually destroy most of the coral reefs and kill all the fish?
What, you got, a better idea on how to make islands?
Well, actually, I do. You see, in Kuwait, we just build artificial waterways and let the sea naturally funnel through them through tidal gates. That way, we don't destroy the ecosystem.
Okay, here's 50 dirham. Just shut up. Okay, just shut up.
That's cute. My currency is way higher in value than yours.
Oh, you... Otherwise, some places of interest might include places like...
That was cool. That was cool. Damn, I didn't even know you could create islands. I'm not gonna lie, that creating the islands, that's amazing to me. But yeah, hurting animals to do so, in the nature's God-given beauties, to do so. That is kind of selfish, but I didn't even know the idea that you could just do that alone. I'm stunned that they come up with that. That's crazy.
Like the old souk, Avenues Mall, Aqua Park, the Scientific Museum, Jabr al...
Ooh, Aqua Park looks nice. And the city Oh, that is in the city. Ahmad Culture Center.
Ahmad Cultural Center, Al Mubarakia, Kuwait Towers, 360 Mall, the Mirror House,
360 Mall. Oh, the Mirror House. That's cool.
Jabir Al Ahmad Stadium, Al Shahid Park, Al Hamra Tower and Mall. On another weird but kind of
Ooh, that tower is crazy. Looks like some building in Atlantic City, New Jersey.
cool thing that maybe you can check out, if you go to the
Like a huge casino.
northern border with Iraq, you can see all the residue from the Gulf War times with destroyed oil fields that have solidified into tar. And near the south, you can see a ton of industrial pipelines and refinery buildings. That's where Kuwait's little secret lies. Perfect opportunity for us to jump into the next part, shall we? For those of you that know at least a little bit about Kuwait, images of the burning oil fields from the 90s Gulf War are probably what get conjured up when you hear the word Kuwait. Fair enough. I mean, that was a thing that happened. I mean, they are the world's third largest oil producer, holding about 104 billion barrels in reserves, almost 10% of the entire world's supply.
Wow. Wow. Very resourceful. Very, very. What?
Mostly found in Bergen Field. But hey, there's a little bit more to Kuwait than just oil.
Like what?
Water.
Water?
Water. Now, if you watched one of our previous episodes that I loved
Hey, I love water. I love water. I'm surprised right now I don't have a water bottle with me, but I tell everyone, drink water. Water is great for you. Water is the best liquid that can go in your body, Water.
researching so much that I literally went there because I was curious. Bahrain. You'll probably know how Kuwait, a dry, desolate desert country with no permanent bodies of water, gets its water.
Rain?
No.
Wells?
Not really.
Waterfalls?
I said no permanent water bodies.
Waterfalls aren't necessarily permanent. They can halt if conditions cause the thing to occur.
Okay, that's true, but
Okay, Barbs, you clearly need some help. Kuwait, like many other countries, gets hydrated primarily through desalination plants. In fact, Kuwait was the first country in the world to introduce desalination as a primary supplier of water to a large-scale population back in the 50s. The iconic landmark symbolizing the nation, the Kuwait Towers, are in themselves water towers that store up water. Well, these two are, but this one holds equipment and controls the power of these two, and this one also has a cafe and rotating restaurant on top in this smaller sphere thing.
Ooh, what's a cafe inside of that? That holds the water? Whoa, that is amazing. Who thinks of stuff like this? Man, listen. The smartest people come from outside of the country I live in. I swear. I swear. Let's do it.
thank you, Noah. You guys asked for more of Noah, so I gave it to you. All right, my turn. Let's see. The highest point is only about 110 meters tall. There's the Bubayang Island Wetland Conservation where birds flock to. The national animal is the golden falcon. On all those Shamal winds from Iraq that
The national animal is the golden falcon. I never seen a golden falcon in my life. That was beautiful. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. So how many golden falcons do you guys have, or is that just something? I don't know. Like, do you see a lot of it, or is it like a rarity? Let me know about that in the comments.
we talked about in the Iraq episode make Kuwait generally colder than its neighbors. Seriously, sometimes you see people wearing this, which is called a bisht. This was actually sent to me in the Jamaica Flag/Fan Friday episode, in which one of you guys, an actual Kuwaiti person, Abdul Aziz, you sent it to me. I actually get to use your gift and
A beach. That looks very warm, comfortable. Look at the outside. Look at the inside material. It looks like very fuzzy. The outside looks stylish, comfortable. From a distance, you might think it's brown leather.
the Kuwait episode. Isn't that cool? You rock, man. Also, he sent these sandals and this fan. Speaking of which, summers can be swelteringly hot.
Love a handheld fan. Manual, baby. It's nothing better than that. This is as close as you're going to get to that in your hand. Wait, why am I seeing a picture of an egg on the ground frying, probably?
It's not uncommon to reach over 50 degrees Celsius. It's so hot that they literally had to change their national day from June 19th to February 25th to allow the people to celebrate comfortably and not die outdoors. Otherwise, outside of oil, Kuwait used to be known for having some of the most sought-after pearls harvested from wild.
Hey, I can handle the heat, y'all. I'm a summer baby. I was born in July. So I know how hot it could be. But sometimes, it'd be too hot that you don't want to faint, pass out from dehydration. That's why I say, drink your water, y'all. Drink your water.
Oysters. The problem was, somewhere in like 1916, this happened.
Ooh, I'll never lose this industry. I'm on top of the world.
Wait, why don't I just cultivate these oysters and artificially graft them so that I can manufacture pearls on a large and controlled scale?
Oh no, you little.
And that's kind of how that ended. But yeah, again, oil. So yeah, security cushion. But anyway, enough on all that. Let's see another cool transition slide, shall we? Kuwaiti. That's what you call these people. Kuwaitis. Not Kuwaitian. Not.
Shout out to my Kuwaitis. I got a new brother. Yeah, shout out to all my Kuwaiti brothers and sisters that's watching this right now.
Kuwaitian, not Kuwaitanese, Kuwaiti. All right, first of all, the country has about 4.2 million people and is the second richest GCC, Gulf Cooperation Council country after Qatar. Remember, guys, Qatar, not Qatar. Now, here's where things get a little interesting. Out of all the people in Kuwait, only about 30% are actual Kuwaiti people and citizens whom identify as Arab as well. About 70% of the country is populated by non-citizen expatriates. You get a lot of this type of...
Okay, so Kuwaiti is in most majority ethnic Arab. Let me see.
Kuwaiti. All right, first of all, the country has about 4.2 million people and is the second richest GCC, Gulf Cooperation Council country after Qatar. Remember, guys, Qatar, not Qatar. Now, here's where things get a little interesting. Out of all the people in Kuwait, only about 30% are actual Kuwaiti people and citizens whom identify as Arab as well. About 70% of the country is populated by non-citizen expatriates. You get a lot of this type of population dynamic in the Gulf countries. Don't be too shocked. Wait till we get to Qatar. Out of the remaining 70%...
Okay.
of expatriates, another 30% or so are Arabs coming from places like Iraq and Egypt, while the remainder of the population mostly comes from a slew of Asian countries, mostly Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, Nepal, India, even some Filipinos tagging along. The small 3% or so are made up of Africans and Europeans, again, mostly expats. They also use the Kuwaiti dinar as their currency, which as of 2018 is the highest valued currency in the world. They use the Type C and G plug outlets, and they drive on the right side of the road. Oh, and by the way, for those of you that don't know, an expat is like, how can I put it? It's like this.
I'm rich, but I don't want to hire my own countrymen because they're all rich and won't work for me. Plus, they're kind of whiny and lazy. You know, I need a cheap but desperate workforce.
I'll do it.
Great. So, okay, you can legally live here for a long time, but remember, you do not actually belong here and most likely never will. Okay?
Okay.
Whoa, you actually became a citizen.
Yeah, I married a Kuwaiti, and the paperwork was pretty easy after that, so, you know.
Awesome. You're one of us now. Welcome to the rare few. Oh, by the way, you're too expensive now, so you're fired.
Keep in mind, Kuwaiti citizens do work. It's just mostly high-end positions, as they rarely ever find themselves in lower-tier jobs that are filled by expats. Oh, and keep in mind, being...
Hold on. Let me see my Kuwaiti brother right here.
I'll do it.
Great. So, okay, you can legally live here for a long time, but remember, you do not actually belong here and most likely never will. Okay?
Okay.
Whoa, you actually became a citizen.
Yeah, I married a Kuwaiti, and the paperwork was pretty easy after that, so, you know.
Awesome. You're one of us now. Welcome to the rare few. Oh, by the way, you're too expensive now, so you're fired.
Keep in mind, Kuwaiti citizens do work. It's just mostly...
Okay, that right there to the left is a Kuwaiti right there. It's my brother right there for sure. As you can see, he's brown, just as myself. Worldwide, we international, baby. Shout out to Kuwaiti. International, baby, international.
high-end positions, as they rarely ever find themselves in lower-tier jobs that are filled by expats. Oh, and keep in mind, being a GCC citizen is highly valued in the Arab world. But anyway, what does it mean to be a Kuwaiti, and how is it different from all the other Gulf countries? That's a little hard to answer, but I asked you guys, the Kuwaiti subscribers, and this is what you said. For one, Kuwait is kind of a monarchy run by a crown prince, today it being this guy. However, they have a strange inheritance law in which an emir and prince kind of alternate the rule. It's hard to understand, but yeah, sometimes there can be an emir, sometimes a crown prince, whatever, Kuwait. Also, Kuwait has a lot more Shias, estimated to be anywhere as high as 40% of the population, but numbers are hard to come by. Otherwise, in addition to Bahrain, Kuwait has some of the freest religion laws in the Gulf. Christians make up about 17% of the population, mostly expats. Churches have been built, and around 400 Kuwaiti citizens in themselves are Christians. Otherwise, all other religions, mostly Hindus and Buddhists, make up the remaining 13 or so percent of expats, and they're allowed to worship freely as well. Kuwaitis have a little accent. Apparently, most of them pronounce their J's like Y's, so the word for new, jadid, would be pronounced yidid. Kuwait is the only...
Oh, wow, that's cool. J with the Y. Also, Armenians do that too. That's pretty cool.
place where you can find robot camel races with remote-controlled jockeys. It used to be children jockeys, but then there was a child abuse law thing going...
Oh, camel races. That is pretty cool. I seen a camel in person when I would go to the zoo, the Bronx Zoo, over in New York. But I always see camels like walk. I never seen them run with my own two eyes. Like that'd be cool to see.
On to cancel it, yada yada yada. Ah, boo, you people are so soft on your kids. Kuwaitis supposedly also wear their clothes a little differently. This is what I was told. Yo, Ken, I need you to model for me. For men, the thobes, or dishtashas, as it's referred to in Kuwait, have collars popped up, single button with a slim fit. And now this, the ghotra and agad. Now every area wears it differently, and there's like an art to it, but I've been told the Kuwaiti style is balanced and even looking. Also, I think most of them would probably wear a white ghotra, not a plaid red one.
As it should be balanced and even looking. I mean, that's what I would suggest too, with wearing anything. You know, have to look good, especially when you going out in the public eye. But if you're going like to the gym or something, you probably want to dress a little bit more loose so you can flex and move around, you know. But I get it.
Sorry, this was a gift given to me from Geography Sultan when I was in Saudi Arabia. Thanks, man.
I feel like I would rock the hell out of that though, right there. Y'all want to see me in that?
Dude, I love this. I love using your gifts in episodes. Thank you, Ken.
Great.
As for women, Kuwaiti women are disputably the least likely to wear hijabs in public in the GCC. Some just settle for hair caps. But you can tell if a woman is Kuwaiti or an expat.
Wow, the women in Kuwait are beautiful.
Based off of whether or not she
Cherish your queens over there, yeah.
wears big sunglasses
And ladies, cherish your kings.
with something maybe leathery and jewelry, makeup, and has a luxury brand purse. And the same kind of goes for all GCC women. Speaking of women, Kuwait is known for having the best models in the Gulf, as well as some of the most popular soap operas in the entire Arab world. Kuwait, like many other Arab states, has quite a few
Soap operas, man. These soap operas.
tribes and clans, but the two biggest ones are the Handar, city dwellers, and the rural Bedouins. But keep in mind, Bedouins are like everywhere in the Arab world. They're nomads. They're like that weird retired uncle who sold his house and drives around in an RV every day for the rest of his life. Anyway, history time. Bani Utub settle in the area and start fishing. They become famous for their boats. Alexander the Great, Persians, Rashidun Caliphate, pretty much every other caliphate after that. Ottomans get a little touchy. East India Company gets in on it. They sign a treaty and become a British protectorate to fend off the Ottoman Empire. Great Depression hits hard. 1961 independence. Iraq
Oh wow, they fought off the Ottoman Empire? That's amazing.
War messed things up a bit. Kuwait does not forgive Iraq's debt. Tension begins. Iraq invades. Gulf War. Shortly after, they prosper once again. 2005.
Damn, that war. The crazy hit. 2005, women rights. 100% supported it. We all human, you know. Different genders, female, male, but we all equal, y'all. Come on, we all equal.
Women got the right to vote and run in elections.
Beautiful, beautiful.
HDI becomes one of the highest in the Arab world. And here we are today. And to close off this segment, some notable people from Kuwait might include people like Safa al-Hashim, Abdul al-Hussein Abdul Reha, Nawal, Abdullah Ruashid, Dafi, Badr al-Mutawa, Fahyad al-Dehani, Humud al-Khiter, Marzouk al-Qanim, and Salah al-Ajeri. Kuwait is known for being the level-headed, loved one of the
Okay, I probably gotta look into some of them. If any of those people are musicians, I would love to, listen to some of their music and react to that as well. Let me know what y'all think about that.
Gulf, which is why they cooperate so well in the area. Let's discuss more of that in our final new transition slide segment of... Okay, so once again, I'm pretty sure you're all aware of the fact that the GCC countries are close and will probably be mentioned in the segment as Kuwait's best friends. However, let's break down the GCC just a little bit so you have a little bit more insight. Saudi Arabia is like the big Mac Daddy kingpin, head honcho. The UAE and Qatar are like fraternal twins that hate each other. Bahrain is Saudi Arabia's girlfriend that is always getting hit on by Iran. Oman is like the wise old uncle, and Yemen is like his loud ex-wife. And then comes in Kuwait, the older, attractive, quieter sister of the Gulf who usually mediates between all this drama. Iraq is like the ex-boyfriend that she hooked up with and then broke up with multiple times. And while they're on break, she kind of had a fling with Qatar, but broke that off too. But when the Gulf states were all against him, she still kind of remembered the good times and was like, no comment. Outside of the region, though, Kuwait actually kind of favors the US and UK due to the historical ties of being a protectorate under the UK, and also the US helping out with getting rid of her ex-boyfriend's drunken invasion back in the Gulf War. When it comes to their best friends, though, most of the Kuwaitis I've talked to has said, in the end, Saudi Arabia. Even though some small issues have popped up here and there, Saudis and Kuwaitis are siblings
Shout out to Saudi Arabia.
that will always have a strong bond that goes back thousands of years, back to the humble fishing village days when it all began. In conclusion, Kuwait was kind of like the first one to really kick off the whole managing and
Quick question. Where is Aladdin from? Is Aladdin from Saudi Arabia? Aladdin from, Disney? The Disney movies growing up? I totally forgot. My Disney movie knowledge is just like blank. But Aladdin, I forgot where he was from.
Financial prosperous Gulf nation thing into the 20th century. And through modernization, through the battles,
That would have been cool though if he was from Kuwait this whole time, and I'm just figuring it out. That would have been cool.
through the drama, they still somehow come out with Gucci bags. Stay tuned for real this time. Kyrgyzstan is coming up next. See what I did there because in the South Korea episode I had to forget.
Okay, that seems like that's it for Kuwait. And that was a great introduction. I got to dive into a little bit. I do have to watch it again to absorb more. But it's looking like I'm gonna have to do my own research into Kuwait and a little bit more of like watching videos, just trying to learn. Like for example, the language. She didn't even mention it not once, so I don't know what language you guys speak, like primary language, even secondary. So please let me know that in the comments. I'm gonna be doing my own research though by that time. But yeah, the country seems beautiful. It seems really resourceful and really appreciative of what it has and knowing what it has. Very like knowledgeable of knowing what it can provide, and that's beautiful in its own stage right there. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Give a thumbs up if you like the video. Thumbs down if you don't. Don't forget to subscribe. Kuwait, from the Castaway to y'all with love. Have a good day, y'all. God bless.